What up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. I am your co-host Chris, and I got the entire crew and cast with me. I got Sean, Breyona, Blair, and Darius. What up, family?
Exactly.
Nothing much. Just in breaking news, if you guys are watching the show and you're not aware, we did not plan on talking about this, but right before we went live, Damian Lillard is out indefinitely due to a blood clot in his calf.
Man, that's fucked up.
I mean, that's just like the first of all, prayer for him. Definitely sending prayers his way because that's some serious business. Anytime you have a blood clot anywhere in the body, that's not good. Um, but since we are a sports show, how do y'all think that this really affects the Bucks' chances of winning the chip now? Is it over?
Dead.
You think it's dead, Sean?
It's a dead rat.
Brianna, you agree with that?
I don't care about them niggas.
Just no holds barred, man. If it ain't KD, I don't care. Um, yeah, I think that's a death blow right there. That's wow. That's super sad though, man.
Yeah.
At this point in the season, everybody's starting to rev up to get ready to go to the playoffs. It's about to be April, so you know it's playoff time. It's time to get active. People starting to, get their little extra massages and extra little runs in. And my man just like, hey, yo, something ain't right. Turns
Don't
out that
don't
he
don't
has,
listen to Chris. Don't get caught up in that massage parlor like that. Don't
hey,
get them
man.
don't get them extra massages. Get the one by the trainer. Keep on moving.
Hey, 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 get
Niggas
your
get niggas getting
acupuncture.
bagged left and right. Getting extra.
Hey man, hey. It's only the football players, man. It's only football players. You
We ain't
know.
seen Justin Tucker since that shit came out, man.
You don't see him
Ah.
anyway. Y'all don't be seeing that nigga during the
Come
off
on,
season.
man. Come on, man.
As I sip my tea, I didn't say anything. But Blair, do you think this is it for the Bucks, man?
They're done. They were rolling pretty decent, but without Dame, it ain't happening.
Yeah, man. That's a lot.
They need him.
Yeah, damn. I don't know, Darius. You think this is it? That's it. It's a wrap.
Hey, man, with a healthy Giannis, anything is possible. See if he can have one of those Dirk Nowitzki type runs.
Mm.
But
Hmm.
the hill is definitely the highest to climb. So it ain't looking good. If I had to bet on it, damn sure ain't betting on them. Giannis is
Ah.
amazing. So, hey, you never know. Somebody else could get hurt. Hey, Jason Tatum tweaked his ankle the other night.
Right,
So,
right.
hey, you never know, man.
But they
Hmm.
they a
They
little
just
deeper.
they
They a
just
little
need,
deeper than the Bucks, though.
yeah, they need a lot of things to fall their way. So I don't think it's over, but you're right there. You're right there. It's about over.
It's about over.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks for them. Um, I think we pretty much all in agreement. You need that second star. I do understand what you're saying though, Darius, as far as like, hey, healthy Giannis, anything is possible. He can push him, he can drag him to the finals if he could. And hey, it is literally all about who is the healthiest, most talented team at the end of the season. That is literally what it's all about. Who is the most who's the most healthy? who's the most talented. It's not always the best team that wins because the best team might be hurt. So that sucks for them. Just wanted to get that little bit of NBA talk in there, but we're gonna move on to our regularly scheduled program. What we talking about today, we're gonna give y'all our top five best quarterbacks in this year's draft, our top five wide receivers in this year's draft. We're also gonna tell y'all, you know, share with y'all how we are feeling about our brackets, and of course, y'all know we got to get in Breyana's trivia at the end of the show, so stick around for that. That's America's newest, hottest game out on the streets right now. So, we start off with how you feeling about your brackets, man? How are you feeling about your brackets? I feel like I know who I want to start with because he got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the background. Come on, Darius, man. How are you feeling about your bracket? I know. I know you feeling great about it, man. I just know you do. You're just exuding confidence in your bracket right now, man. Oh, and then you grabbed the baby too, man. Come on, man. You got to be great, feeling great about the bracket, right?
That nigga bracket is crushed.
Man, shut your ass up.
Crushed.
Texas
What's
Chainsaw
wrong?
Massacre is an example of my bracket. Right, motherfucking now. Slaughtered, hung
That
up to
No,
dry.
ass.
Somebody's
no,
wearing my bracket as a face. It
no.
is terrible. Shit is
Is it
terrible.
is it that bad?
Only cause my champion got knocked out in that motherfucking second game.
Yeah, it was over for you quick.
A lot
Wow.
of the other games I picked pretty good. It was just that one. It just destroyed me. It destroyed. Now my women's bracket, I'm all right now. I'm all right there. Yeah.
We gonna get there in a minute. We're gonna get there in a minute. We're gonna get there in a minute. Brianna, how you feeling
RP to
about
my
your
bracket.
bracket? How you feeling about your man's bracket?
My bracket is not looking so hot, but it's not terrible. It
It's
could
not
be
terrible.
worse,
Could be worse.
but it's not looking so hot. My
Yeah.
champion is still in it though. That's all that matters.
Wow.
I
I,
still got a fighting chance.
okay. Okay. Blair, how you feeling about your bracket, bro?
I'm good, man. We still rolling. We
He said he
still
good. He's still rolling.
good.
Michigan still in it.
They still in it. Couple teams still in it that I picked. I only got like one team that's on the outs that I didn't get right. So I'm good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Sean, how you feeling about your bracket, bro?
Man, I don't fuck with that shit. That shit get your blood pressure up, bro. I'm getting too old to be getting too many grades, my nigga. I don't need no additional grades from that shit. That shit been wicked. So
You
yeah, I
tell
ain't
them,
doing no
Sean.
bracket.
Got time for all the spook gaziness.
Yeah, I mean, my bracket is not, it's not the best. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm afraid to look at it because I'm sure it's gonna be pretty trash.
Bro.
I haven't even looked at it, bro. I'm like, it's gonna be pretty
No
trash.
way.
I don't want to take no looks at it. I know that it's gonna be kind of trash.
Okay.
Um,
Fourth place.
there you go.
Go ahead and tell
Trash,
him.
trash,
You 4 out of 5 right now. You're not too bad off.
trash. Oh, I'm bad. I'm down bad, guys.
Hey,
Um,
I'm going down. You know I'm gonna go down swinging. But
hey.
my champion is out for sure. So I gotta try to get a lead right now.
Yeah, my champion's still in it. So we're gonna see how it's gonna shake out. We're gonna see how it shake out.
Baby.
I'm still
You
in
know.
first, baby. I'm still in first, baby.
as that bracket moves along. Mm.
Why you want to talk about shit that ain't happening?
I
But
need
women's
this second
bracket.
chance.
Brianna, how's your women's bracket looking?
My
Mm.
women's bracket is looking a-okay. I got UConn winning it all. Shout out to UConn.
Okay, okay. That's good. I mean,
Shout out UConn.
Yeah, I said
yeah.
UConn too.
Uh,
R.I.P. to Chris's bracket.
ah,
Chris, you
y'all
ain't
already
looking so
know,
hot
man.
either way, huh?
Listen, dog. My girl got hurt, man. Obviously, this is the biggest story in college basketball because I think she is the biggest star in college basketball, period. Men's or women. We can fight about
Mm.
that later.
Okay.
Um, if-
Yes.
and I think she is. The fact that
Okay.
she tore her ACL, definitely sent a prayer up for her because that was a tough one to watch and to see because I was really really looking forward to her playing UConn and having that rematch, and that was gonna
Oh
be an
yeah, they was
epic
gonna lose anyway.
epic rematch. Nah,
They was gonna
listen,
take a
man,
L regardless, with or
Juju
They
without
was
is
about
Juju.
to
the
lose.
one.
They was about to
Juju
lose.
is the one.
They was gonna take a L with or without Juju walking.
You can say what you want.
The
USC
L
is
was
the number
coming.
one seed because of Juju.
They
She
was
was
no
gonna
one
do
see
her
last year,
What
ain't
thing.
it?
happened to we the number one seed too?
She was gonna do her thing. She was gonna do her thing. She was gonna do her thing.
Uh,
Telling you, she was gonna drop 30,
So you still
38 and
rolling
8.
with USC?
I mean, I ain't got no choice. I ain't
No,
got
I'm
no
You sure
saying
choice.
don't.
I ain't talking about on your bracket. I'm talking
Oh, you
about
talking about no, no,
yeah.
no, no. Definitely got South Carolina winning it all now.
same.
Me
Yeah.
personally, it's definitely South Carolina winning it all. I did
Okay,
watch them play
South
the other
Carolina.
day. They played a little they played a little
That's
shaky a
definitely
little bit
South
at the
Carolina.
end, but
They always do
definitely
that the
got
second game, bro.
yeah,
Second
yeah,
game
they,
of the
they played
tournament always be rough.
was a little shaky, a little shaky, a little shaky, a little shaky.
Third
But
third
yeah, I
quarter
definitely I
happened
already
though.
had them going down to the championship to play USC anyway. But hopefully my girls can at least make it to the finals, man. It sucks. It really, really sucks when I saw that, man. I'm like, ah, man, I was ready for my girl to be tournament, MVP, win her first chip.
Mm.
Ah, just
High
wasn't
hopes,
happening.
high hopes.
High hopes. Nah, it really
Man,
wasn't high
Oh,
hopes really like that. It was just like she gonna do it. Blair, what's your
she
what's your women's bracket looking like?
I missed that deadline, buddy. Did not get my women's bracket in there, so
he
Ah.
is 0 for however many games.
over, buddy. I thought I was gonna get in there, and I missed it. So
Ah.
take that one.
And we all know Sean said he is not doing one because of his blood pressure, and that is perfectly fine. Um, but dang,
I
yeah,
mean,
man. I
first in
mean,
that one
obviously,
too. Let's go, baby. Come on, baby.
yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be interesting. I like some of the matchups that they got left in the Sweet 16 for the women's bracket. UConn, Oklahoma is gonna be a good one. Maryland, South Carolina is gonna be a good one. Duke,
Oh,
North
Maryland
Carolina is
tired. We
always a
gonna
good one.
smoke
Merlin.
them.
South Carolina gonna shit on them.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Hmm.
Merlin.
They just had to play to double overtime. It was a great game.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
And
little
old
white girl from
girl,
Alabama was giving him work.
man, what? She dropped like 43. She was
43 points.
balling, balling. It just wasn't enough. I felt like they should have been taking some threes at the end when they were taking them too. She
Choose
was hitting them. She was hitting them though. So I was like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But damn, we got like 38 seconds left now. But yeah, them legs gonna be tired, boy. I'm about to run them to death.
facts. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the rest of the tournament. I'm entertained. I'm watching them. I'm watching the games. My brackets are terrible, but I didn't actually expect to be any good at these brackets because I hadn't been watching college basketball. Let me be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't sit up here and lie to the audience and be like, "Yeah, I know everything." No, I watch more of the women's game than I did to the man. That's just the facts. But we should see. You know, moving forward. Hopefully, I can come up in them brackets. You know,
Man, fuck
take
St.
over.
John. Yeah.
Take over.
Probably better for you at that point, brother.
Hey, hey. Um, but you know what we got to do, y'all. Moving on. So, ladies and gents, we have come to that time of year when, yeah, I said it gives you their top five players at each position. We're going to start off with quarterbacks. Then we're going to hit you with our wide receivers later. Um, should be interesting. I think a lot of people are probably going to have a difference of opinion on the QBs. Um, I watched some film earlier today, deciding who I wanted to be my one and my two. I think I pretty much had who I had at my one and my two. Um, but I decided after about I want to say about 10 minutes of watching a little bit of film, and I want to hear what everybody else's thoughts are. I jotted down a couple notes.
How
So
you lead up everybody? Tomorrow I'm watching film, all
I
this shit, and then
did.
you said
Exactly.
switch.
Exactly.
Y'all want to do
Nah, put it out there.
I'm
Don't
gonna
Yeah,
put
let
try
it
me
to
out
hear
there.
what's going on.
yeah,
You
put
go
it out
I
first.
put it
there.
out there. I put it out
He
there
trying to
You
for the
give
people.
trying to
hey,
adjust.
I
hey,
put it out there for the people. I
Go
ain't
ahead.
scared. I think people are gonna be surprised a little bit on
Now
who I have in
that's
my
why
top
you want
five.
us to go first.
You done right. So,
Let us go ahead and get on your ass.
um, number one. Yeah,
Yours is
number
in
one.
order.
Yeah, yeah, I got him. I got him in order.
Okay.
I have him in order.
Cool, cool, cool.
Um, Number one as my top QB coming out this year in this year's draft, I have Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did say now I'm
What
not
school
gonna.
he went to?
He went to Miami, University of Miami.
Oh,
Um, Now I will say I did put a little bit of notes on because I watched these players throughout the season, different things like that. Um, and I say my number one and number two players that's on this list definitely have to watch out for, how they throw in the ball. Because when they play against better defenses, they tend to have a batted ball, one or two, or maybe even three batted balls throughout the game. Um, but yeah, number one I have Cam Ward. Number two I have Shador Sanders. Um, I tried to watch them when they played a decent defense, and that's how I was trying to separate the two. Watching Shador Sanders play against Nebraska, who was the best defense that he had played last year, it was painful to watch. It was sad because he didn't really have any time. But when he had time, he did make some throws. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about his athleticism and how he's able to escape the pocket. Watching that game and looking at the difference in athleticism in between the Big Ten and the Big 12 defensive linemen and linebackers is like night and day. And he wasn't even able to escape a lot of the times when he was rolling out of the pocket. So my note was he needs time, so he's going to have to go to a team that has a pretty good offensive line. Number three, this is where it starts to get interesting. I have Jackson Dart as my third best QB. Um,
Mhm.
the only thing that
Mm.
really bothers me about Jackson Dart, he's a little bit of a gunslinger, kind of a little bit careless with the ball at times. But it helps him and it hurts him at the same time. So if you like that kind of quarterback, he's your guy. He is very, very talented. I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm right before I say this. Um, yeah, he's a top three. He led the SEC in passing yards last year. Obviously, but he's in the throwing offense. He was number three in the nation. Number two was actually Cam Ward. So that's why I had Cam Ward as number one. And watching some of the film, and uh, I will say this: the fact that Jackson Dart played against more consistent and better defenses on a week in and week out basis definitely is going to help him at the next level. Um, the fact that the other two quarterbacks play in a lesser conference doesn't help them, I don't think, at the next level, but that remains to be seen. Number four. Um, I'll say this. If there's a after this, I feel like it's a significant drop off in production and but not talent. Number four, I have Quinn Ewers um as my number four quarterback. He got all the talent in the world, but kind of seems like he too cool for school when he playing the game. A lot of people could accuse Cam Ward of doing the same thing. Um, but the man got talent, man. But when he's on and he on point and he got time, he ridiculous. When he don't, it's a problem. He's careless with the football as well. Then as my number five QB, I have Kyle McCord for Syracuse. Uh, got a lot of talent. Had to go. Oh, I went with talent over production on this one, but he also got some production too. He led the nation in passing yards. He threw for 4,779 yards last year. Threw for 12 interceptions and 34 touchdowns though. I also saw him throw like 4 or 5 interceptions in one game.
Ah!
I watched that film when they played a decent defense. He was bad. But I think he definitely improved in a lot of different areas. I think he improved in his confidence level, his attitude, and how he approached the game from when he was at Ohio State, which I think he really needed that attitude adjustment. And he attacked the game, and he played the game fearless for the first time. So I like his talent. I never did not like his talent. It's just the mental aspect of the game. And he made careless mistakes, and he's still making careless mistakes when he went to Syracuse, as evidenced in some of the games. But I had to put him over, players like Will Howard. I just don't think Will has the. I don't think he got the talent. I think Kyle's a more talented football player, but I think Will Howard is probably the more mentally focused football player on a consistent basis, and he does things more consistently on the field the right way. So he doesn't throw as many interceptions as Kyle does on a consistent basis. I mean, he did throw 10 interceptions and Kyle threw 12, but I decided to go with Kyle McCord at my number five quarterback. Anybody got any objections to what I had to say? I am more
Yeah,
than
I
welcome.
do.
Go ahead, sir.
With that last one with Cal McCord, you kind of do the compare and contrast with you stated that Cam Ward and Shador Sanders was in weaker conferences. That's why you kind of degraded them. Why you couldn't do that with Cal McCord?
No, I did, but he also did it in the Big Ten as well. He just made dumb
When he was in the
mistakes.
Big Ten, he was trash.
But he threw for a lot of yards, even though he was playing with a whole lot of great receivers.
So that should even demote you even worse. So if you got
I
talent,
under, I under, I understand what you're saying, sir. But I also had those two guys as my number one and number two quarterbacks. Let me be honest to be clear. None of these dudes are not is not. I feel like it's gonna be that dude. Like can't miss. He's gonna have the C.J. Stroud or the
so
Jaden
none of these
Daniels year. I don't think
none
none
of
of
these
these dudes are gonna
quarterbacks in your
have that
top
rookie
five.
season.
So none of these quarterbacks in your top five are franchise players, or what you saying?
I don't believe right away that they're going to impact your franchise to where you're going to be winning games because of them.
Wow. He said it.
Now, yes, I did say it, but they all need help and all need to improve in certain aspects of the game, which I feel like all players do. But a lot of theirs, the one that had the least amount that I worried about was Cam Ward, and that's why I put him at number one. Then number two, it was Sador Sanders. But because when you give him time and he has the time to be able to survey the field, now sometimes he does hold on to the ball a little bit too much because he's trying to make sure the person is open,
He's
which is
definitely accurate.
definitely not good. But he's accurate as shit. So I think that's the timing and letting that ball go is going to be something he can work on. But he got the accuracy, he got the arm strength. I feel like his arm strength is good enough to play in the NFL. That's why I had him at number two. But Jackson Dart is just about him being a gunslinger. But Kyle McCord, I had to do it because I feel like his talent was greater than the other guys that I had below him. Now, the other two dudes that I considered for the number five spot was Dylan Gabriel from Oregon and
Mm-hmm.
Will Howard. But
Mm.
neither one of those I felt like are as talented as Kyle McCord. So I decided to go with the talent over, what those guys bring. I feel like those guys bring more on
I
the field
understand.
as far as like intangibles and different things like that. But I feel like Kyle is more talented, a more talented football player. He just I don't know what it is. He's missing something. He got to fix it, and that's why I had him at five.
Gosh,
So whoever want to go next, you can definitely go. We can pick apart your list.
I'll go next. I ain't got mines in no order, but I
Mm-hmm.
got Cam Ward, Jackson Dart,
Mm-hmm.
Shador, Dylan Gabriel, and Quinn Ewers.
Mm. Mm.
And I
So you
guess
got Jackson as your as the second guy, or you just say you ain't have him in
I
no
don't
order.
have no order, but I like
Okay.
Jackson
Okay.
Dart. Like a lot of people don't be sleeping on baseball players, man. He also a baseball player, so guys that really like come from baseball, that stock, bruh, they always do good in the NFL. So I mean that shows a little bit of athleticism that he really didn't get to show on the field because he got Trey Harris, who's in my top five wide receivers. But you know, what I'm saying that's another, you know. But yeah, that's my top five, bro. There's really nothing for me to argument about it. I know some people probably don't like Dylan Gabriel. I really don't like Dylan's size, but as we do see, I mean he's 6 foot 200 pounds. That 6 foot mark is really kind of hit or miss. So you got some guys that can do it when they 6 foot and lower. I mean shorter, but you know it's kind of hard. You know when you got guys 6'7" at your tackle position. You know, but he's very athletic. So I think he will still be able to thrive in the NFL. I ain't gonna say a franchise player, but I think he'll still be nice.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like a third round pick for somebody like the Broncos or something in case like they lose their quarterback or something like that, possibly.
The
Third or
Broncos,
fourth
they
round.
got Knicks.
That's what I said, like third or fourth round pick. He'll be a career backup for them. He'll learn and understand the offense. That's what I'm saying. They need another guy. That's all I was saying.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't think he's gonna threaten the starter at all. But yeah, I can't say I have any big disagreements with your list, especially since you're having an order. So, but
Nah.
all those guys I debated in my top five as I told you already.
But I
Blair,
will say for me, I think Shador to be successful, he has to go to a nice team, good organization. If not, I think he's just gonna take the money and run, bro.
listen, I think Shador needs to go to somewhere that can protect him because he was what number four in passing yards this season. Even with that shitty offensive line, as we all know that offensive line was ass cheeks. Watching him play against Nebraska, man, listen, there was plays where he had literally 3 seconds to throw the ball. Literally 3 seconds. Like he say hut 1, 2, 3. It gotta be out at the third second. And most of the guys by the third second is not even, hadn't even cut in their route yet. He can't even decipher what the defense is doing that fast. You know what I mean? It normally would take you at least 4 to 5 seconds. He don't have that extra second. So um I think he could end up being the best one, Shador, if he goes to the right situation. But I think that could be true about any of these guys. He just needs to go somewhere that they could protect him and he can still throw that ball and get it off. Because for him to be fourth on this list and that offensive line is not that great, I think that is fucking impressive to me.
Hey, let's hypothetically let's say he go to Cleveland. Y'all think Shador be successful in Cleveland?
Nope.
If mm,
What you say, Bree?
I think he would be.
Huh?
I think he would be.
Ah, okay.
I think he could be. It depends on the offensive line health because I don't think their offensive line is that bad. I think their offensive line got decimated for the most part. like a lot of the
Hey,
pieces that they were counting on
I'm gonna
got
ask
hurt.
y'all. I'm gonna ask you this: What do you, when you say successful, what do you call that? And who was the last successful Browns quarterback?
And
It'd
the
be
last successful Browns
Baker
Baker Mayfield was probably the most successful one because he went to the playoffs.
for
I
the
think that is a, a
for
Is
them
success.
that
to the playoffs. That's successful. Yeah, true indeed.
Yeah, that's successful.
that's what we're doing?
For the
That I mean,
Browns, that's
for the
what we
Browns now,
Right.
yeah for the Browns. We can't. Yeah, I
Hold
never
on.
seen them in a show in all my life. Never. So
Exactly. But they still playing what league?
so yeah, to make it to the playoffs for them is a good year.
Nah, man. Nah, man. Because the Bengals ain't never won nothing. But you would
Nope.
not say that the Bengals just making the playoffs is a good year.
That is
You
it's
ain't
a
never
different
seen
organization.
you ain't never seen these two teams win nothing. No,
It's,
man.
it's
No,
different,
man.
man.
If they just make the playoffs, no,
but
no.
Darius, they've never even sniffed the Super Bowl. That's what we're saying.
It don't
They've never
matter.
sniffed it. But wait a
It
minute,
doesn't matter.
it does matter because you're coming from a different perspective because your team has won multiple championships in its
No,
past.
no, no,
This
no,
one
no.
hasn't even come close to winning
I'm
one.
coming from the perspective of we talking about being successful in the NFL.
But
Yes.
I guarantee you, we had a Browns,
Yes.
they would
Wait a
accept
minute.
that, man.
Wait a minute though, Darius. Everybody doesn't get chance to win a championship.
I didn't
Then
say he had to win a championship.
but that's what I'm saying. We saying him going to the playoffs is successful. That is
I
success.
disagree.
Because if that's the case, we gonna say that Lamar Jackson is not successful? Hell yeah, he's successful. That Josh Allen not successful? Yeah, hell yeah, he's successful. Them niggas just went to the playoffs. They all lost, but they went. But it was
Guess
a
what?
successful
Hold
year.
on,
I like
hold
that point.
on. Let me. I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna take this different route because you just used two MVPs and two guys who are consistently in the MVP.
But that's what I'm
Hold
saying
on,
though.
hold
We're
on,
talking about
hold on,
success.
hold on, hold
We're talking
on.
about success, man.
All right. What's my man name? Who took his team to the playoffs? Trevor Lawrence. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, okay. So
Mhm.
how do you
That was
feel about that guy?
that was a successful year.
Just a successful year? You gonna
Yeah,
consider
has he been
even?
back since?
Hold on, hold on. In the same game that he threw four interceptions? Oh,
He was
that's
still
all I'm.
successful
That's what
because
I'm
he took his
saying,
team to the
bro.
playoffs.
Fuck no, that's some
He
That's some BS,
was.
man. That's some
But he
BS, dog.
was. That's what I'm saying. But he was though. Just because he took his team to the playoffs, we all know Jacksonville ain't don't be consistent like that. But he took his team to the playoffs. That's success. Now you got to maintain that success to be consistently successful, and we just call you a success.
Nah,
But
nah, nah,
his
man.
first year,
If
yes, if
he,
he takes the Browns to the playoffs, hell yeah, that's successful.
I
In the
If he
disagree.
gets
first
drafted by
three
the Browns,
years.
I disagree because they got one of the best players in the league on the other side of the ball. We're gonna
that's
put it
true.
more on him than we're gonna put it on the other guy.
That's true. But like I say, it's a team game. If he's balling out and they're still losing his rookie year, that's a success. But then he got to add on to
What?
that,
Who
right?
was
Just
the
like
last
everybody
Browns
else.
quarterback you said was balling out? That's
Hey,
what I'm saying. You never said
Baker is
Baker
the
was
closest
balling
one.
out. You said he
Baker's
was
the
playing
closest
good
one.
enough. You ain't say he was balling out.
Nah, I wouldn't classify it as balling out. I classify it as he was playing good enough to get them to the playoffs, and that was a successful year. And then he came back the next year and it wasn't as successful. I mean, he didn't play the same. He didn't maintain that success. I understand what you're saying. You want somebody to be balling out and maintaining their success. Fair. But what we're saying is we're taking it as a 1 year type of thing and him just getting the Browns if he gets drafted by the Browns and
What
takes
I'm
them to the
saying
playoffs.
is, I'm not gonna just give him that because he should do it. You didn't think Mac Jones was good, and that nigga made the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Yes, and he still, but I don't believe he should have been there in the first place.
Okay, but you think Shador should go to Cleveland?
No, I didn't say he should.
No, we're just talking hypotheticals.
I'm just giving. He gave us a hypothetical. I just was like, hey, yeah. And you asked about success, and all that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, hey, if he gets him to the playoffs his rookie year, that is a successful year, and he is a success in that particular year. Now he has to add on to that, just like all the other quarterbacks and that we consider to be great and good and things like that. And if you're really thinking about it, one of those dudes probably not gonna make the playoffs.
And what I'm saying is, just because the Browns make the playoffs, I'm not going to say Shador had a successful year. He has to play well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. On
That's
top
what
of
I'm
that, yes,
saying.
yes.
It's not just
That's what
about
I'm assuming.
making the playoffs. Because, like I
Yeah,
said, all them
yeah.
dudes that I just named, shoot, none of us consider them good. They made the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence,
Hmm.
Mac Jones, few guys. So I think he still have to play well. But a team like Cleveland, we don't never say nothing about a quarterback playing well in Cleveland. For real. So it's just like
Nope.
I can't see it happening personally with that particular example.
Yep. And me personally, if I was the owner of the Cleveland Browns and I needed a quarterback, I think you need a different kind of quarterback than what they've been getting.
Oh man,
But
we
I
need
can
to
say that
stop
for another
drafting
day.
quarterback.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give us your top five, Darius.
All right, I'm not gonna come and tell you why I disagree with your Will Howard take. I'm not gonna give this man credit. I mean, not him, but Kyle McCord.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't giving this man credit for running from the big lights. Any of
Mm,
these, any of these quarterbacks could have did that.
mm.
Any of these
I ain't gonna
quarterbacks could have
disagree.
went to. Any
I
of these
totally
quarterbacks could
agree
have went
with
to
you.
Syracuse and did that, man. He was at the biggest stage and they was being successful. And I
Right.
agree. Hey, he was making some terrible decisions at terrible time. But hey, man, if any of these other dudes would have ran from it, would have been like, oh man, that's some sucker shit. So that was some sucker shit, man. You
It
ain't want to battle
was.
for your spot. I ain't
It
putting you in the
was.
top five because you went and threw some balls at Syracuse. And they beat Miami this year. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Number one, I got Cam Ward. He led number one offense in the nation this year. Um, I feel like he can make all the throws and he's athletic enough. The patience is crazy. You need patience at quarterback. I got him at number one. Number two, I got Quinn Ewers. You
Mm.
talking about you talking about talent?
Mm-hmm.
Him just as far as throwing the ball, he might be the most talented. I feel
Mm.
like
Hmm.
I feel like Cam probably gives you a little bit more because he can give you with his legs too. And Quinn Ewers, he had a little rough patch, but I feel like as far as talent, he definitely in the top. Number three, they moved up on my list recently, and I also recently found out about that baseball. I got Jackson Dart.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, a gunslinger's dream is the NFL right now, man. Hey, we
Mm-hmm.
want you to throw that bit 35 to 40 times a game. And he gonna do it. He gonna make them risks. What really moved him up for me was his pro day. Because at Ole Miss, I mean, he was great, but he didn't necessarily have a lot of the weapons that some of these other quarterbacks had. But I felt like at the combine, man, Buddy can make every throw, man, every throw. And he was making it look effortless too. At number four, I have Shador Sanders,
Mm.
Mm.
and I gotta, I gotta cut him a little bit, man. I mean, they did play in a better conference this year. I feel like he did what he could with what he had. I need to see some more, man. I need to see a little bit more. Do I think he can do it? Yes. But I need to see a lot more of you standing back there doing the quarterback thing. I know you can run around and shit. I know you can do that. I know you can escape. I need to see you more consistently do the quarterback thing as far as throwing, going through your reads and stuff like that. Because you talent. The talent only gonna get him so far. His name gonna help him out too, but hey, tape don't lie. And number five, I kind of got a toss up here. On one side of the coin, I got Dylan Gabriel. Feel like
Mm.
he went and did it. He went and did it at a big time school. Hey, they didn't win it all, but he proved to me, hey, he can go out there, big moments, big game, do what he need to do. This nigga is 6 foot. So he like right there at the little threshold. I'm like, hey, he a little
Right.
small, man. So it's tough. On the other side of the coin, I have Jalen Milrow.
Mm.
Mhm.
I feel like Jalen Milrow as a raw talent has major upside.
Mhm.
Like them legs, second to none, dog. You definitely don't gotta worry about that. I feel like sometimes he do the Kyler Murray thing and just fling that shit. But I feel like stuff like that can be worked on for him. If they can hone him in, get him to play that pocket, man, I feel like Buddy could be a beast for real. I feel like he's the most dangerous with his legs out of all these dudes. So I got them at like 5A and 5B, kind of. If I'm a draft one of them two, oh shit.
Mm.
Oh, I'm gonna probably take my chance with Milrow in the upside if I had to pick.
Mm, that is surprising,
I
but
like
I
it.
feel you. I feel what you're saying with Jalen Milrow. I don't necessarily believe in him as a quarterback at this point because I feel like every time that he tries to drop back, I don't know, it could be the coaching, I don't know, but every time he tries to drop back and be just a pure pocket quarterback, it doesn't work out and it doesn't look natural to him. It doesn't feel like he's processing the information fast enough to get the ball out in a timely fashion. And that's really the thing, the issue I have. It could be the offense that
And
he
it,
was in,
that's why I'm like he
but
needs a quarterback guy. I feel like
he
you
definitely
know
needs a
how I feel
quarterback guy.
about Bama. Hey man, Bama skill players make their quarterbacks look good, bro. A lot of them. A lot of them. He was
Hmm.
actually like talented though. As far as running, hey, you can't coach that shit. That's all him.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, he had a couple lucky bombs, to beat some teams. And he also got that fucking monster 17, 18-year-old, what's his name? Ryan Williams.
Hmm.
He had him too. But I feel like I could take the upside, man, versus Dylan Gabriel. You know how I feel about little dudes. Shit, 6 foot, bro. Like cutting it super close. I feel like
Yeah.
Drew Brees was at least 6'1".
Yeah, and I think at Jalen Milroe's pro day, he ran a 4.38 or something like that,
Can't
which is
coach that shit, bro.
crazy.
Can't coach
That's
that
true.
shit.
That's
Especially
true.
in I feel like he got a better chance in today's NFL because you got teams who will adapt to, let's call it what it is, the black quarterback strength, especially with that read option, because and these dudes be fast, man. These dudes be fast. Even the bigger dude, even like a Jalen Hurts, bro, he faster than you think. You know what I'm saying? Speed kills. We can work on that other shit.
I like his
Yeah.
file.
Okay. Okay. Brianna, did you
Mine in
have a
order
five?
too. In order.
I do. Okay. My five are as follows. In order.
Oh Lord.
In order.
My number one is
Shedeur Sanders.
my number one is Shador Sanders. It is.
Stop playing,
It
man.
is Shador Sanders.
Stop
That
playing
is
with
my number
Cam.
one
That's that
quarterback
Florida
coming out
State
of the
hate.
draft.
That's that Florida State hate. I know it.
My number one. My number two is Cam Ward. My number three is going to be Jalen Milrow.
Mm.
Mm,
Number four is Jackson Dart.
Mm.
mm,
And my number five, it's a toss up, but I'm going to go with Kyle McCord.
mm.
Wow.
Show them some love.
I'm going to
I
show him
don't
some
know.
love.
I don't know
Y'all was
about
doing him
Jalen Miro
bad.
at as high as you got him, but
That
man,
438, dog.
yeah. But then we didn't we just see that? We just saw that with Buddy in Indiana, Mr. Richardson. When I said that man can't throw, what has been proven? He can run, but he can't throw.
Hey, I don't
And when
know
he
if this.
running now, they
Hey,
showing him
Jalen
this ain't
Jalen
flow.
Milrow did not throw some shit into the rafters now like
This is
this one.
true. This is
Yeah.
true. This is true. I think Millwall's problem is he is his processing of information quickly. I don't know if he can. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he can't do something. I'm just saying like
Mm,
you got to process it quickly and you got to have it out. So he might see it and not throw it, and then he'll run, which all running quarterbacks, a lot of them do. But you know, I don't know about that Milrow being that high. But go ahead, Blair. I'll let Blair go ahead and do his thing and tell us who his top five QBs. Right now, Chris saying that he liking Darius as top five.
I like it too.
All right. Well, I don't. I'm gonna keep the tradition alive. Of I don't watch college stuff, so I don't
That's why
like
I say
their
you for
five
last.
because I only really heard of like Shador and Cam because y'all been talking about them all season. I haven't seen any of these dudes play. I couldn't tell you who. And also, I need to see them play in the league, bro. I
Dang.
this whole I've been like that for a while, dude. Like the drafting and especially for QBs. I'm sick. I'm sick of like this hype they have to build for QBs every single year.
Every single
Next
year.
QB is some equivalent to some nice dude that's out right now. When that nice dude came out of nowhere, he technically didn't have an equivalent at the time, so now he got a name, and they like, well, it's the new Patrick Mahomes, it's the new
Mm,
Lamar Jackson. Like, nah, I'm good. Like,
ain't
nah,
even
bro,
close.
like, I'm straight, man. I don't know if this class is gonna be bad, but I maybe one really good quarterback comes out of it, and it's probably gonna be some dudes you're not really thinking of. I can see Shador being good just because he grew up in like a pro environment, so he should be able to understand the pro game. I would assume his dad gave him all of that. That's usually a big help. You know what I mean? Even
Hmm.
if you don't have the best skills, the fact that you got the knowledge earlier than most will help you out. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you, Blair. I have come. I made a few steps over to your side and be like, yo. I might need to start waiting, but I can say how good I think they are. But I'm almost about there.
To be
but
honest,
you
and
can say that about every dude that gets drafted though.
That's true. I'm gonna still say my opinion, but some dudes
Yeah,
I can't hesitate and say I don't. I think he can't miss. I think he that dude. When I saw Miles Garrett, I thought he was just he that dude.
and he
But some
had
of these
just as much chance of not being that dude. So I'm like, you gonna feel
facts,
like that about every player that get
everybody,
drafted.
you are
everybody.
correct, brother.
Yeah. So
I'm more
Chris, give
likely
us your top
to
fives.
let me see if these dudes suck, and we'll go from there.
yeah. I feel you, but
I know the dream is to get drafted because that's the dream, and it's like, hey, you might not ever hear some of these dudes again, but they got drafted. So
all right, all right. Did you have since we you already know we moving on to the receivers? Did you have a top five receiver? Or you just like, hey, feel the same way. Don't
I
give a damn
have
about them.
not seen one of those dudes catch one ball. I can't
Dang.
tell you who was supposed to be remotely close to good in receiver, dude. I don't see any of that. I just don't. I'm not. I don't see a lot of college games, man. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just don't watch it as much.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
So
fair.
no, y'all.
So
More power to y'all for having all that. Let me see a dude catch something on a team. Like, oh, that dude's pretty good. I'm good there. Once they make the first three cuts of football, baby, and we get some regular season action going, I'm in there.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I'll start off with we're gonna do a reverse way then. I go ahead, Darius. Give us your top five receivers coming out this year in the draft. As Chris is typing his top five quarterbacks coming out this year in the draft. I know he has Cam Ward one so far.
All right. No, y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. At number one, I have Matthew Golden.
Mmm.
What's his
At
name?
number two,
From Texas. I mean, Notre
Hmm.
Dame.
No,
at number
Texas. That's
two,
Texas.
yeah,
Texas.
he
Yeah.
went to Texas.
That's
At
Texas.
number two, I have Emeka Egbuka.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At number three, I'm double dipping. I have Isaiah Bond.
He
Really?
got speed.
Yes,
Damn.
yes, I like him. I like him. At number four,
Damn. I didn't see that one coming.
I have, I can't pronounce his first name. I'll be trying to figure out how to pronounce
Arizona.
this shit
McLean.
all day.
McLean from
So,
Arizona.
yes,
It's McMillan.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, I said
McMillan
McLean. McMillan.
from Arizona. Man, that boy 6'5",
Mm-hmm.
man. He gonna go crazy. And at number five, I went with another big receiver. I watched some tape on him today, and I feel like he gonna be a steal. I have Jaden Higgins
Yeah.
Mm.
From
Okay.
Iowa
at number
State.
five.
From Iowa State. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Iowa State. Another
I
big
res-
dude, 6'4", 215, baby. Ran a
yeah,
4.4.
I respect that list. I respect that list. I respect that list. For
Honorable
sure.
mention, Trey Harris for me.
Mm-hmm. 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 I feel it. Brianna, who you got as your top five receivers coming out in this year's draft?
I don't have a wide receiver list. I don't really be watching them like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
This
I
shit
don't
is
Wow.
really be
deep
watching
this
them.
year.
See,
It's
see,
deep this year.
I don't really be
it's
watching
interesting.
them.
It's interesting. Go ahead, Sean. I have a point that I think I
Okay.
want to.
Okay. At number one, I got a Mecca.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
And he goes underrated, even though if you look at all the wide receivers that went to Ohio State, and you can probably know their names, he killing them in stats.
Yeah,
I got a Mecca, number one. I got Tez Johnson, number two from
Okay.
I
Oregon.
left my boy out, man.
Number three, I got McMillan.
Okay.
Four, I got Trey Harris, Ole Miss.
Hmm?
And five, I got Jaden Higgins, Iowa State. I like them big
Okay.
wide
Mm.
receivers too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say my list. And then I'm gonna ask a question
Aw.
afterwards.
All
So
right.
first, number one. This was tough for me, man. But I saw him last year, and this man was doing his motherfucking thing. And then this year, I'm like, what the hell is going on with him? Like, I don't understand. Your quarterback's the same. I don't get it. But I already saw the talent last year. I think he was playing the year. If I'm being honest, I think maybe he might have been playing the year not to get hurt, or he was just trying to get through the year to get to the NFL's draft. I have Luther Burton
I
from
was
Mm.
there.
at number one.
Missouri.
Hmm.
Mm,
At number two, which I was fighting to make him number one, trying to take my fandom out of it, I got Emeka Egbuka. Emeka
Baby.
Egbuka is Jackson Smith and Jigba with a little bit more speed. He is nasty. He can play all three receiver positions. He can play your X, your Y, your Z, wherever you want to put him, and he can block. So he's a complete receiver, and he's mature. So he ain't gonna be out on the field trying to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? Trying to punch a nigga because he got the best of them. You know what I'm saying? We all know who those niggas are in the league. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think he's gonna be nice wherever he goes. And somebody, I feel like, you know what? I feel like he kind of reminds me of Darius.
mm.
He kind of reminds me of Hines Ward mentality.
Eh,
I can see on the blocking side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because Hines took pride in doing that type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, his
mhm.
mentality and how he plays the game, not like what he looks like on the field. I'm talking about the mentality and like the grit and the grind to play the game. How he plays it, he reminds me of Hines Ward a little bit. But I think he's gonna be another star out of O State. Number three, I have Matthew Golden from Texas. Number four, McLean from Arizona. And number five, I have Trey Harris from Ole Miss. Now,
Don't sleep on
um,
Trey.
I'm not sleeping on Trey. I almost put him at four, but I decided to go with McLean. Um, just because I feel like the stats don't lie. He like number three in the country in receiving yards. He had what 1,300. I got it pulled up here. 1,319 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns. He
Who
averaged
you talking about?
109 yards. McLean.
Oh yeah.
In the Big 12, 84 receptions. He was doing his thing. He was using that body. I heard, I think it was Steve Smith. I think they said he reminded him of buddy that played for the Bucks. Dang, his name is escaping me right now. The receiver for the Bucks,
Mike
long
Evans.
time. Mike Evans. He said he reminded me of Mike Evans.
I can see
I,
that.
and I can kind of see that too. The size and how he does the box out move to trying to,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
people out of the way, you know. Um, but this is the question I want to pose to everybody because everybody is saying that this is a down wide receiver class, and everybody's like, "Oh, this class is not that good."
Oh no, this class is great.
This is what I want. This is
Highly
what I
rated.
want to say. Do you guys
Great
feel like?
class.
Because I feel like it's that we had two freshmen to come into college football and play the game at such an extraordinarily high level on the big stage in Alabama and at Ohio State and Jeremiah Smith, um, that it kind of tainted the way you look at the other receivers that had been there, even though they were doing a good job. Because Jeremiah Smith did not lead the NCAA in receiving. He was fourth. Buddy from Arizona had more than him. He had Nick. It's a guy named Nick Nash, and the tight end from Bowling Green had more
Yeah,
receiving
Nick
yards.
Nash from
Which,
San Diego State. Man, San
yeah,
Jose State. I watched this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, he gonna
Yes,
get drafted. He led the nation in everything.
except for yards. The only person that got more yards than
Yeah,
him is
yeah,
Buddy
yeah, yeah.
from Bowling Green. Um,
The tight end dude.
but do you feel like the fact that those two freshmen came in and blew everybody's minds kind of tainted this class as a whole? Like, oh man, how can y'all not be better than these freshmen that's coming in dominating? Why y'all not dominating and
Nah,
these guys
I
are?
I don't think so because I don't think it them they light at all because we right here talking about them niggas.
Okay,
Shit,
okay.
none of none of their teams won the championship except for Emeka
Jeremiah.
Ibuka, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeremiah Smith. They played on big stages. Isaiah Bond and what's the name? They played on big stages. The kid from Ole Miss had a great year. He played in the SEC. Like
Mm-hmm.
all these,
Trey Harris.
it's
Mm-hmm.
now are these do these other guys probably have an advantage of being household names because of where they play? I might agree with that
Mm-hmm.
because Ohio State game gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who the fuck playing there. That shit gonna be on. Fucking Alabama game, that shit gonna be on. It don't matter who the fuck playing there. Shit. Freshman, sophomore, if they having a good year, you gonna know about it just cause they gonna get that kind of coverage. So I don't feel like it um dim their light in any way, especially because even I feel like a lot of them are still household names too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just throwing it out there because all the all the hype that you heard from everybody else, them talking about Ryan Williams and them talking about Jeremiah Smith, which was greatly
Oh yeah, they
deserved.
deserved it. Yeah, for
They
sure.
deserve what they getting,
For sure.
but because them dudes are unbelievable. But I just kind of feel like, to me, it felt like people wanted to downgrade the receivers from here on out. Like, oh, this is not as deep as last year's squad
I
receivers,
don't
and
even
it might not be. Whatever. Even if that's the case, I feel like they're kind of doing that because of the freshmen that came in, and they ready to get to those guys and skip over the guys that's coming out
I
this
don't
year.
know, man. I feel like receiver now you always gonna have a good picking just because of where the NFL is going. Most of these
Hmm.
offenses in college now is at least going to some form of the spread, whether they running a true spread or whether they running a read option out of that shit or whatever.
Hmm.
Receivers now, oh, they gonna be becoming a dime a dozen because that's what the NFL want. They want people to score points. And they want them and them quarterbacks getting paid. They ain't getting paid to give Derrick Henry the ball 30 times a game. So I think I don't know, man. If they don't feel like this receiver class deep, them niggas tripping. Point them out who they
Yeah,
was.
they
I tell
tripping.
them right here live right now. Who it was? Stephen A. Nigga, you tripping.
I mean, we know it's not gonna be Stephen A. He don't watch college football like
Who it
that.
was?
Um,
Acho? Nigga, you tripping. Them
it's a
boys
couple of
deep,
them out
man.
there. It's a
Them boys
couple of them
deep.
out there.
It's
It's a couple
deep
of
at
them out there.
receiver this year, bro. At least I think. It's deep, and it's gonna be deep for years to come. I think.
What I'm
Hmm.
But
surprised that none of y'all put Travis Hunter at y'all wide receiver.
well, you know, I wasn't gonna do it. I just
You know,
feel
I
like
wasn't
he a
doing it
good.
either.
We just
I would have
for
did.
for
You would
those
have did it.
I would have
for
did.
those that
Of
don't
course, you would
know,
have did it.
I just had this discussion with them before we got on live. I feel like Travis Corner is an elite athlete. I feel like he is an elite corner. I feel like he is a good receiver.
hmm
A lot of his stuff just comes from him being an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Can he get in there and make some plays for you? Probably. Hell yeah. I feel like, do I feel like he is a top five receiver coming out? Hell no. Do I feel like he is the number one defensive player coming out? Absolutely. Do I feel like he deserved to get drafted number one? Absolutely, man. Buddy is a rare gem at corner. I'm talking, I felt the same way about Sauce, and he ain't proved
Hmm.
me wrong yet. But no, I don't got him top five, not at receiving.
No, I'm not a receiver, dog. We had said that throughout the season. And you could kind of see it when they play like a Nebraska or somebody like that that had like at least a decent corner on him. And they had to get him the ball quick. One, because the offensive line stinks. Let's be honest. Let's get that out there. And then two, um, the defenses are bigger, stronger, and faster when you're playing in the other conferences. No disrespect to the Big 12, but disrespect to the Big 12. It's not the same
Yeah.
level as the other two conferences. It's just not. And I think it's gonna take them a bit of an adjustment period, him and Shador, when they get to the league and see like, oh, okay, well, I can't get this off like I got it off in college. And that's gonna be for all of the guys that's coming out. So it's just how fast they're gonna. I think he is going to be amazing at corner. I think he is going to be that dude at corner.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, sure.
I agree.
but it's gonna take him a minute or two, a practice or two, a joint practice or two to get it to okay, this is the speed. Okay, they're going this fast. Okay, let me step it up. Let me do the it's gonna take him a minute to adjust to that because he didn't get those reps versus top tier opponents. He just didn't. It's just like when we saw Boise State playing against Penn State. First snap, you're like, oh man, these are totally different dudes. Like you're not doing these dudes like how you're doing the Mountain West guys. Like these are some big ass dudes. Y'all gonna have to play a little bit harder, and they did. They got trounced, but they still did their thing. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing when they go to NFL. It's like, oh, okay, this dude can play. Let me step my game up. Let me be on my shit. Let me watch my film. I feel like it's just gonna take a little bit of adjustment, but I think he gonna be all right. In that corner, he gonna be that dude. At receiver, I think he gonna be able to get
They'll
in
have a
there
couple
here and there.
plays for him. They'll have a
Yeah,
couple plays for him for sure.
yeah. Just like how the Cowboys use Dion. He got in there for a little bit. He made a catch or two, made it look nice and neat, like how the Dion thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't no motherfucking
Like
Jerry
I
Rice out there. He,
and
you
then
know
like I
what I'm
was
saying?
saying, the bit I'm looking at as far as his career, man. Listen, the NFL has let it be known. Bro, you're not about to drag them like, oh, I play two positions. You gonna do this, this, that, and the third. Oh no, bro. They ain't going for that. And I understand why they ain't going for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, for me, his plays is just, especially at receiver, it's more about being an athlete. I ain't saying Travis run out here routing people up, doing this, that, and the third. Most of the time, you like, hey, that athlete made a hell of a play because he had to do it for his team. You know what I'm saying? When he get to that league, nigga, everybody that same athlete that you gonna be on the other side of, there's gonna be a little more than that. And I feel like as far as his technique and all of that shit like that, man, that corner, man, this dude stepping in right now, locking shit up, locking shit up. At receiver, uh, they gonna be like, look, man, we need you to focus on corner, bro. Like we gonna get you in there, and that's why I said he
Punt
should
return.
return kicks. He should return kicks. He should do punt return, and he should do kickoff return because he's that dynamic as an athlete. I feel like you can definitely use that, especially shoot. He already out there on defense. You can just let him walk back there and catch them punch, bro, and let him get in that open space and do what athletes do.
Facts. I agree wholeheartedly.
But just
I
not
don't
top
agree.
five receiver. I think
You
he's
Why
a
don't
don't
good
agree,
you
Brianna?
receiver.
agree?
I
I
don't
don't think he
agree.
top five.
What did we say that was wrong?
I didn't say you said anything wrong. I just don't agree with what you said.
So you
Right.
think he can go into the NFL and be a top receiver and a top cornerback in the
I
NFL?
think that he's gonna go into the NFL and be a very good wide receiver and an amazing cornerback.
He gonna sacrifice one.
Yeah, and it's
And
gonna
see,
be wide receiver because he's better at being a cornerback. I agree with that, but I don't think that they will use him like, oh, okay, come in here and do this one play and then he goes down. Like, I don't think that'll be it. I think the way that he plays, he has to be on the field. That's just who he is and of course he's not gonna do it as high as he did it in college football because the NFL is different, but he's still going to do it at a decent level because that's just who he is. Like it's just in his DNA. He don't know how to
I
be
feel
nobody
you,
else but Travis Hunter.
and I
yeah,
feel you on that. But it's different when you at Colorado
Right, but
and Dion coach,
I'm
and
sure
that's
this
like,
nigga
and I feel
has
like
access to other people other than Colorado football players and the people in his conference. I'm sure this nigga has access to everybody. I'm sure he knows and he's well aware that what you was doing over there ain't what it is in the NFL.
but see what I'm going in with that is they can't afford to let him play how he want to play in the NFL and just
Mm-hmm.
be decent. You know, if you gonna do it, they gon' and it's just the nature of the beast. It ain't his fault. They gonna want if you gonna do both. Oh no, you think you gonna start on offense and defense? Oh, I'm gonna need you to do both at a high level. And for me, I don't even think it's one way or the other. I feel like if he decided, man, if I want it, I'm just gonna play receiver. Seeing Travis Hunter getting a consistent 1,000 yard season, not can't even see that shit with a fucking 10-foot pole. My man going all pro 6 years at corner.
Yeah.
Shit, I feel like I could take that shit to the bank right now.
Long as he's healthy.
And I feel, yeah, oh yeah, of course, hell. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with it though, and I understand the passion that he bring and all of that good shit. Man, that's what you need, dog. That's part of what make him a good corner, and that part of why they still gonna gadget him on offense. But I just feel like, bro, he got to put it all into one. You might as well put it all into what you best at. They gonna let you get off, and you can get off. All the other greats did. Dion, Charles Woodson, them boy, all them boys got a taste of the rock.
Mm-hmm.
But just don't try to play the game with the NFL, man, because they're gonna play you, bro. You know they gonna play you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I fear for him. I fear for him the same bullshit that they did to Le'Veon Bell. This nigga like, hey, I won't get paid at running back and receiver. Well, I can't be mad at you. You run the ball a lot and you catch the ball a lot. Debo wanted the same shit. And I feel like they screwed both of them niggas. I know they gonna try to screw him. They gonna be like, bro, you want money on offense and defense? Shit, player.
That's facts. Y'all know how many receiving yards that Travis Hunter had last year?
Do not.
I
I
don't.
don't know either.
I
I'm
want to
trying
say
to
he
find
had
him.
right at 1,000.
Did he?
I want to say like 600.
So he was their leading receiver as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I'm trying to see where he at. 'Cause I'm looking at all the guys who had 1,000. Emeka Buka,
He
Matthew
had
Golden.
He had
94 receptions
1258.
for he had 94 receptions for 120 1,258 yards and 15
Oh, he was
touchdowns.
15,
balling.
15 TD.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he was balling.
He was balling.
He led the Big 12 in receiving.
Mm-hmm.
He had 15 touchdowns, 96 receptions. Okay. All right. Because I was looking, I'm like, man, am I skipping him? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Also, I'm paying you too much money to be using you on both sides of the ball. Because I'm making you more susceptible to injury by playing you like that. And we can't sit up here and act like we didn't see that man get hurt a lot during the season, but he came back out here. Came back out there, went back out there. I ain't questioning your toughness. Because I listen,
And I'm
we've
just
all
saying,
seen this type of athlete
when he
before.
when he get to the league, they're gonna look at the tape. They're gonna be hollering about that technique and all of that shit. Be like, hey, we know
Mm-hmm.
you can make big plays, but we don't need you to make a big play every play. Can you give me that 5 yard out? Can you give me this hit? Can you give me this deep curl? I ain't necessarily saying he can't do it. I'm saying I haven't seen him do shit like that at a high level.
Mm-hmm. But that
And that's
also
what
can
they
be
gonna want.
yeah, and that also could be the amount of plays that he was playing too. So yeah, I think how they're going to use him. I think they'll use him as a decoy. Have a great game, and then the next game they're going to use him as a decoy to be able to be out there on the field, but he ain't going to be catching the ball because they'll be
Travis, I
like,
need
okay,
you to
now we're going.
become the highest paid defensive back ever.
Mm-hmm. I think on a DB he's special. At receiver, I think he's good. He's explosive, and I think as a receiver, like I say, his ceiling. What would y'all say his ceiling would be as a receiver? Because he's explosive as a motherfucker.
He is, man, but man, I don't
I
know.
just don't
Like
see
I
it.
said, I can't see him averaging. 1,000-yard seasons. Do I think he could have a 1,000-yard season? Probably, but him doing that on a consistent basis, I don't see that versus what I see him doing on the defensive end. Because I feel like what he does on the defensive end far surpasses a lot of shit. You could see that at Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga
Yeah.
go out there and run and guard anybody.
He was fifth in receiving last year. He was just behind. He had 96 receptions. And they were creative in getting him the ball. He was just behind Jeremiah Smith with 76 receptions. Um, and
So,
1,300
Brianna, do
yards.
you think the guy from where he went, San Jose State?
Yeah,
Do you,
Nash.
Nick
yeah,
Nash.
do you feel like he could have been top five?
I know
He what I'm saying is he led the nation in all receiving stats pretty much as a receiver.
that.
As a
Mm-hmm.
And
receiver.
yeah, they
Hmm.
said the only person who got more yards than him was a tight end that went to another school.
Bowling
Mm-hmm.
He went to
Green.
Bowling
I'm talking
Green.
about as a receiver leading in yards, receptions, touchdowns, average per catch, like all that shit.
Right. I was just going to put Travis in there because I've watched Travis. I don't know
Oh
that
no,
man
I
from.
got okay. I got you. I got you.
I
All
don't know
right.
that man. Sorry to that man.
All right. But yeah, next week, we definitely going to talk about them tight ends. We're going to talk about them running backs. Um, might add on the O line too, possibly. Who knows?
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna talk. We gotta talk about them tight ends because I think this tight end group is it's kind of stupid. It's kind of
Look
crazy.
how
I like.
Brianna looking.
I'm trying to tell you.
She
I'm
like,
trying to tell
bruh,
you.
nobody was good at Florida State this year. She ain't
I'm gonna
talking about
I'm
nobody.
gonna have to look at some film or something.
Listen, watch.
Ukulele coming back.
Nah, man, he went
You
to the
know damn well that
NFL.
man ain't coming back over here.
Wait a minute, you didn't have him on your top five QBs.
Hell no. He ain't even
What?
top 10.
Your dad didn't put in the call like, "Hey, man, put my man ukulele on there."
Please get rid of that nigga as soon as possible.
No,
Send his
Brianna had
ass
this
with his
nigga
papers.
bags packed after they lost to Georgia
Please.
Tech. Yeah,
We
hey,
already
we was
packed his
over
shit
that
before
shit.
the game was over.
Like, get this man out of here. I think it was the coaching. That's just me.
Right.
But y'all know that's it for us this week as far as the show is concerned. Now we have to turn it over to Brianna for Brianna's trivia. And take it away.
All right. This week, I do have NFL trivia for you guys, but they are easy questions. You are going to turn your screens off
Oh, okay.
again.
Let me.
It
I have
just
to
makes
get
it
on my
easier
phone
for
again.
me. Yeah, you got to get on your phone.
Yeah, she's
Mm-hmm.
on your
Let me
phone.
set it up. Give me a second.
Lag with the rest of us.
Lag with the rest of us, he says.
Oh, I gotta
Give me a
plug my phone in. It's about to die. Oh,
Hmm.
no.
You about to lose already, D?
Join meeting.
Okay. Russell Wilson to the Giants. We forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, Russell Wilson is a New York Giant. He is
For a
not a
year,
Steeler
baby.
anymore, which means that the Steelers will be probably getting more than
Mason Rudolph.
they're probably going to be
Dang.
getting Aaron Rodgers. Is what it sounds like
Don't
to me.
Dang,
sleep on
Aaron
Mason.
Rodgers.
Mason
You
gonna
about to
win two,
dust
three
y'all
games.
ass.
Man, we getting Willie Beeman. What the fuck
You
y'all
about to
talking?
dust y'all ass, boy. Y'all getting old ass Aaron.
Getting Willie Beeman, man. Any given Sunday, it's up. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, it's about to be easy.
Getting Pablo Sanchez from Backyard
Taking
Sports.
candy from a baby.
You said
That
for the
sounds good.
backyardigans.
Hey, from Backyard Sports, I'm getting Pablo Sanchez. You know,
Damn.
his stats was always through the roof.
I ain't seen the backyardigans in about 10, 15 years.
All right, guys, let me mute my mic here.
Man, you got two
Stop cheating,
screens on
Chris.
my
You got
phone.
two screens on.
Yes,
One
yes.
looking at
Cheating
us,
already,
one
y'all.
looking at the answers.
Cheating already.
Ah,
I'm about to turn my TV off.
Oh, turn your internet off. Turn your internet off.
Turn it all off.
I'm gonna turn the camera on too.
Chris ready to cheat, y'all.
Got the whole thing set up for it.
Yeah, plotting already.
Plotting. I'm going to my phone. What you mean? All right. There it is. Okay. Let's get it.
All righty. I have 30 questions.
okay.
Easy peasy NFL question. If you know the answer while I am reading the question, turn your camera on and let me know. Are you ready?
Ready.
Question
Ready.
number 1. Which gridiron giant was nicknamed the Bus? Yes, Blair.
Jerome Bettis.
It is Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I was putting the baby down.
I double tapped my shit on accident. Oh.
All righty. I'm telling. All right. How many championship rings does the GOAT Tom Brady have? Yeah, Blair.
7.
I know that man couldn't wait.
The GOAT.
Which powerhouse running back was named the 2012 NFL MVP? Yes, D.
Adrian Peterson.
It was Adrian Peterson. Which reigning city takes flight and is home to the NFL Seahawks?
What did you say? I didn't even read something about home to the Seahawks.
Okay, yes, Darius.
No, what did you say? No, seriously, like I didn't.
I already said the question, Blair.
Oh,
You should listen.
oh man.
City of Seattle.
Yeah, it is Seattle.
All I heard was Seahawks. Like,
He already on the screen. I know.
Trying to do the
words,
Chris.
Seattle Seahawks. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
what did I hear?
Look at you, LeBron James.
In the question. Dude, I heard Seattle. I'm like, what am I? Are we supposed to say Seattle? I didn't hear the first part of the question.
Terrible.
I heard it for you, bro. Don't worry, I got you.
Whatever, man.
LeBron James.
All right. What Ohio State running back was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in one? Yes, Christopher.
Bill Elliott.
It is Freaky Zeke.
Freaky Zeke.
Mm-hmm. What Dallas Cowboys player rocked the jersey number 88 and was drafted in?
Damn, my shit's slow as fuck.
Yeah, Darius.
Yeah.
Who
Let
is?
me finish when they was drafted.
Who?
That's what y'all
Hey,
get.
cause I know these niggas gonna try to jump on it.
Y'all
Who
ain't let
is?
me finish saying when that nigga was drafted.
Who is Dez Bryant?
It is Dez Bryant.
For sure, he was gonna say.
I'm telling you, that nigga
Hey,
got lucky. I knew I should have put
I
somebody
wanted to
else on
say
y'all
Michael Irvin so bad.
ass.
Gotta be on y'all niggas.
Which player has the most receiving touchdowns for the Cincinnati Bengals in a season? Yes, Christopher.
in a season. I'm gonna say Jamar Chase.
It is Jamar Chase.
Damn. You was supposed to say Chad Johnson. So
Second,
I could say Jamar Chase.
I looked that up. That's a good question.
Who was the top draft pick for the St. Louis Rams in 2010? Yes, Krista.
Sam Bradford.
It is Sam Bradford.
Damn, Chris.
Who is the Baltimore Ravens' all-time leading rusher? Yes, Darius.
Jamal Lewis.
It is Jamal Lewis.
I thought he was gonna say something else.
I did too.
Y'all was ready.
That sweat off his forehead. Jesus.
Whew.
Which NFL player won Defensive Player of the Year in 2021? Yes, Darius.
TJ Watt.
It is TJ Watt. Which former NFL player is the all-time leading touchdown scorer for the Atlanta Falcons? Yes, Christopher.
You said all-time leading touchdown league?
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Falcons.
Damn, I got two. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Julio Jones.
No, sir. That is not the answer. Yes, Darius.
Fearless Price.
No, sir. That is not the answer. Yes, Blair.
The all-time leading touchdown person in the history.
Atlanta.
Is that right?
Receiving. She said receiving touchdowns.
Oh, receiving touchdowns.
So you were wrong.
Yes, Sean.
Tony Gonzalez.
No, sir.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I'm
Christopher.
going to go with Andre Rison.
No, sir. Yes, Darius.
Damn, it's not him. Dang, what's my man name? Oh, it's right there on the tip of my tongue, bro. Roddy White.
It is Roddy White.
Let's go.
Roddy.
Okay, Rison?
Damn.
Which NFL player nicknamed Beast Mode played? Yes, Darius.
Come on,
Nah, it was not you. It was the Skittle man himself, Marshawn Lynch.
come on, man. I saw him pop on the screen after I saw myself. What are we doing?
That's because you saw me first.
We need to get a moderator for this.
I'm telling you. Okay. I'm going to hold it up here. Okay.
We didn't need no moderator when Chris was on the computer.
Who is the Detroit Lions' all-time rushing yards leader? Yes, Blair.
Yes.
Sanders, let's get it.
It is Burry.
I didn't even hit my button, man. I'm like, this nigga gonna kill me, dog.
You knew that nigga was ready. Which historic city plays host to the NFL team formerly known as the Redskins? Yes, Blair.
Washington, D.C.
It is Washington, D.C. What you doing?
Oh, I'm in
Turn camera off, cuz. They're not trying to cheat, bro. What's going on?
My face was still on the screen. I'm like, what is going on? I'm waiting on her to say a question.
Y'all see it? We playing with these heathens. Me and Sean are outstanding
Come
gentlemen.
on. Nobody said anything.
Who was the number 1 draft pick in 2020?
I don't know that one.
Yes, Darius.
2020,
2020.
Kyler Murray.
No, sir, it was not Kyler.
Damn.
Yes, Christopher.
Chris, look at your phone. Stop looking at your
Spring, sir.
Bruh, you got an S25 Ultra. We know you using that Galaxy AI.
You say what's this thing's name?
I think I know the dude. Well, I just know his
It's in
nickname.
there
I don't know
because
the
Chris
real
ran
name.
out of time.
Okay.
Nobody?
Nobody?
20,
I know.
hold on. 20,
Yes,
20.
Sean.
I call him Sunshine. Well, I'm trying to think of this boy's name.
Oh.
You gotta get this nigga's name now, man.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Yes, Darius.
Oh, she said, like it ain't him. I don't know though. I don't think it was him. Was it? Maybe it was Trevor Lawrence.
No, sir.
Yeah, I
Mm.
didn't think it was.
Definitely.
Yes, Blair.
I'll say Trevor Lawrence, so it's okay.
I was.
Oh.
That's who I was thinking.
2020, huh?
Don't nobody
Okay.
know.
I will rephrase this. Who was the number 1 pick in the 2020 draft drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah.
Yes, Darius.
My man Joe Cool, Joe Burr.
It was Joe Burrow.
My man. That's my guy.
I thought it was
told
21 for him.
Chris, all I can say is I remember telling Chris and Sean this was a great pick. And this nigga Chris was like, no, man, we need to get motherfucking who y'all had playing that defensive end?
Chase Young.
Chase Young. That's who he wanted instead of Joe Burrow. Yeah, I remember that now.
2020 is a blur for me, man.
It's a blur. I
It's
know
a
y'all
blur.
fucking won 5 games and shit.
Exactly.
Which former NFL player has the most receiving yards in franchise history? Or
I'm sorry.
Christopher?
That was a miss hit. That was a miss hit.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
But all right.
Which former NFL player has the most receiving yards in franchise history for the Arizona Cardinals? Yes, Darius.
Lord Fitzgerald.
It is learned.
Is that smoke in the air? Woo!
Not have to play with you. Which NFL quarterback was the first pick in the 2001 NFL draft? Yes, Christopher.
Michael Vick.
It was Michael Vick.
I was thinking that, but I was like, damn, did they take somebody before Vic? They did not.
I was thinking of the logo, the symbol that they had for the draft that year.
Which Cardinals wide receiver pulled in 101 catches during his rookie season? Yes, Christopher.
Antoine Bolden.
It is Anquan.
Oh, we're gonna let you ride this week, Chris.
Joe,
Hey, man. I don't know how to say that, man. You gotta know what it is.
that make it a different person then.
Because I was thinking him, but shit, he played on so many teams. I was like, damn, did he start with them?
He played with at least 3 teams.
Right.
Which Ravens legend was Defensive Player of the Year in
I don't care, Ray Lewis.
Yes, Ray Lewis.
I
I
tried to get
don't
in.
care, Ray Lewis.
I tried to get it. I do
He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just say it. Fuck.
Brian James.
Which NFL team finished the 2008 NFL season with a record of 0-16? Yes, Blair.
Blair
Oh,
got that.
say that it's the Lions, but I was really hoping you didn't go for 0-16. I'm like, man, no, she ain't
Oh, it's
she ain't
16.
about to call him out for 0-16.
No,
Listen.
16.
Listen,
I already said the Lions.
What you
Blair,
looking
Blair,
at?
When you
Blair
said
has
2008, I was
listen.
like, I bet you she gonna say
What
0-16.
you want me to do, Blair? I can't
Hey,
help
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. I was thinking she either going Super Bowl champion or 0-16.
I can't
I
help
was,
it.
Hey,
0-16.
all Blair see is Dan Orlovsky
I'm
running on
trying
the
to tell
back
you,
of
y'all
the
niggas
end
was
zone.
trash.
This nigga Calvin Johnson, like, what you mean the game over? Yeah, it's over, bro. It's a safety. Crazy.
Which windy city roars as the home of the NFL Bears? Yes, Blair.
Chicago Bears.
It is Chicago.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was Chris. Being side Chris. Yeah.
Which NFL quarterback traded his San Francisco gear for some Kansas City gear in 2013? Yes, Blair.
Alex Smith.
It was Alex Smith.
Well, I almost said Joe Montana, and then I'm like, oh, that was 2013.
I knew it.
What tropical hotspot is home to the NFL Dolphins?
Man, my
Yes,
shit
serious.
is tripping.
City of Miami, baby.
It's Miami.
Lois Feinhorn.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Lois Feinhorn.
What you
What?
said? Rah, 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 rah.
Lois
Hear what you said?
Einhorn. Y'all know who Lois Einhorn?
No.
Lois. Who? Lois Lane.
It's a good movie,
what,
man. It's the
what are
pet
you saying, bro? Lois Ibar.
Einhorn. Einhorn.
The basketball player?
Einhorn.
I've heard that name
Yeah,
before.
the basketball player?
Nah, fool from the Pet Detective.
Man.
What?
Is
Ain't
she
nobody
dead or
talking about
something? Or did she die?
No.
What's that bitch?
what the hell Ace Ventura
Man,
got to do
fuck
with this shit?
It's based in Miami, man.
Are you talking about the
Man.
cop? Come on, bro.
You was better off saying Dan Marino was in the movie.
You could have said several other things besides Einhorn, bro. I was talking
Man.
about the Finkel or something. Cause Einhorn.
You done got all the viewers confused.
All right, we got it now, bro. We're here all together.
They be all right.
Not everybody was confused. You
Man.
done threw us off, man.
We on NBA questions now.
What NFL QB was the #1 pick in the 2011 NFL draft? Yes, Darius.
Cam Newton.
It is Cam Newton. What University of Miami running back was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers? Yes, Christopher.
Fuck.
It is Frank Gore. Oh, y'all crazy. Okay. Which Hall of Fame cornerback is known by his nickname Prime Time? Yes, Darius.
Oh, come on!
Man, I
Blair, you
thought
was
Blair
super
had that
late.
too.
Nah, he was super late,
I was
bro.
super late.
You was super
Darius
late,
popped up
bro.
first, and then you came.
You was
No
super late, bro.
way.
You was right behind me. But the answer is Deion Sanders.
It is Dion.
Damn.
Which NFL receiver has the most career receiving yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Yes, Blair.
Hines Ward.
It is Hines Ward.
Dirty bastard.
I
I should have took that 0-16. I thought we was boys, man.
Hey man, you got that Seattle, cuz.
I did. You right. Touche, my nigga. Touche.
Which city roars with pride as home to the NFL Bengals? Yes, Blair.
What?
It is
What?
Tennessee.
It was close. It was close, bro. It was close.
Oh,
It was close.
I thought I had that one.
All right. Our last two questions.
Man, I'm going over 16. Shit.
Come on, Sean. You gotta get it. You gotta get in that bitch
Hey,
one time.
I feel like
You gotta
Megan
get on
trying
the
in this
board,
bitch.
Sean. These the
Hey,
last two, Sean. You got
bruh, if all else fails, LeBron James, nigga,
it.
you
You got
already
it,
know.
Sean.
You gotta do it, bro. You gotta
All
do
right.
Which dominating NFL quarterback from the University of Michigan was drafted? Yes, Sean.
We gonna just throw it out there, Charles Woods.
No.
I didn't get to finish. You didn't get to finish, so I just threw it out.
Yeah, Christopher.
You said quarterback, right? I know I'm not
Mhm.
tripping. The only dominant quarterback I know is Tom Brady.
It is Thomas.
She said corner.
She definitely said quarterback.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up.
Oh, you had the jump and everything,
Yes,
cuz.
dog, you
Yeah.
had it.
You gonna
I just knew
he
you was
like,
gonna
give me
say
Charles
that
Woods.
shit.
And I'm like, oh, he shot Charles.
I
Here
would
you
have.
go, Sean. This your one right here, Sean.
All right,
This
hey,
it right
corner
here for
too,
all
so
the
I feel you.
marbles, Sean. What flashy Florida State cornerback got drafted by the Atlanta Falcons?
There you go. Go ahead. You got it, Blair.
Deion Sanders.
Yes.
Deion, prime time, baby. Let's get it. Yeah.
And the
Damn.
Held up.
winner by 1 point is
Blair.
Darius.
Sean, I'm trying to
Blair,
let
he
you
beat
get in
you
there,
by
baby.
1
That's
point.
a
Word, Blair.
that's a
Blair,
brother.
I had already kept the
That is
tab.
so
Don't even worry about
suspect. That's so suspect. That's so suspect.
Hey man, I had already had the tab. I was like, Blair got to get both of these. Oh no, he got to get both of these to tap to get in there. Ain't nothing going on.
Damn.
Good game. That was a good one,
Boy, oh boy.
bro. I got like 3, 4 dubs on here, man. Where y'all at?
Officially, he has 2, but who's
No,
counting?
no, bullshit, bullshit. I went back to
Bull.
back.
He said, but
That
who's counting?
hey, I went back to back that week that you stood up and gave the wrong name, nigga. Don't even do it.
Chris won week 1. Week 2, Darius did win. Week 3, Darius won.
I told you. And then the last time we played, Telvin won.
Telvin won, yeah, and now Darius wins again.
Oh. Sounds like smoke. Smoke is in the air.
That's all right.
I remember I was smoking y'all asses, and they made up the rules at the end, but it's all good.
Oh no, dog. Oh no, dog. We done made up rules at the end.
I ain't the host.
All I'm gonna say is,
I'm the host.
all I'm gonna
I
say
ain't the
is,
host.
ever since you switched to the same shit everybody else was using,
You been a little
Wait, hold
slower.
on, hold on. That's not my fault. I told you I get computers. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
what? Hey, all we saying is it's a level playing field.
And what's going on?
I had a double
Hey,
hit. That's all.
whole lot,
Double hit.
whole lot of dust going on, Brianna.
I'm
That was
still getting
going
used
on.
to the phone. I only had it for like 2 weeks. It's good. It's
First
cool.
You
it was
getting there.
host.
All right. Next week. You
First
got him
it
next week.
first it's the
Mhm.
host. Now it's your brand new phone fresh out the box. We got you.
It's cool. Hey,
Next
niggas get
next
robbed
week,
every day, B.
next week, Chris will be on via satellite.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love y'all, man.
Thank
This is
y'all.
great.
I truly, truly thank y'all for watching.
Hey.
Continue to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know we here having a blast. Hope y'all had a blast.
For
Love
sure.
y'all. Peace. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Deuce.
Peace.
Take care of your kids, nigga.
Wash your ass.
Wow.
Yeah, March Madness. You a little funky.